Hey guys, we'll be getting started here in about 1 minute here. We're doing some more Hotshot trucking. We've been doing this on Twitch. I'm bringing it over to YouTube. If you want to know what it is, stay tuned. Starting in about 30 seconds time. I wanted to let you guys hear the rest of that song that was just playing there. That was actually a really good song. Try that new music for different music for the stream beats stuff here. So, what is going on, everybody? How is everybody doing? Welcome to the stream. I decided this morning that I'm just gonna stick to games that are not 5M, just like we did last year for a few months. I've decided that it is a better use of my time to be playing games that I personally enjoy, because as I said in yesterday's live stream, I'm really not getting as much enjoyment. I'm really not getting that much enjoyment out of the 5M platform anymore. So I figured that instead of continuing to play on a platform that I personally do not enjoy, that instead we would just stick to playing games that I actually do enjoy here on stream. One of which is American Truck Simulator, which is what we're playing today. Obviously, as you guys know, I actually was talking about this on Twitch. I screwed my Elgato face cam on too tight onto the tripod that I normally use, and that caused the mounting thing to snap off. And unfortunately, I haven't been able to get it back on since. So no wheel cam, but just know I'm using my Logitech G27 racing wheel for this stream today. Now, we're doing Hotshot Trucking today. And if you don't know what that is, it's literally right in front of you. Hotshot Trucking refers to using a pickup truck to do deliveries instead of a full-on semi-truck. Like, you might be able to see all those semi-trucks, all those semi-trailers that are there. We're not using those. We are using this Ram 3500 mod that I found that was made for 1.47, but works completely and perfectly fine in this new version of American Truck Sim. In this current version of American Truck Sim. So that's what we're doing today. We're going to be doing some hotshot trucking here for a couple hours, and I'll talk to you guys a little bit more about how me leaving the 5M platform is going to affect the streams here, which it shouldn't really affect the streams too much, because we've been doing more of these chill streams as it is. And what up, Corrupted? How you doing? But for the most part, everything should just be same as usual. You're just not going to see 5M streams anymore on either the YouTube channel or the Twitch channel. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and hop on in and start this bad boy up. Holy. Listen to that engine roar. Listen to this thing. Hopefully the game volume's not too loud and it overpowers my voice when I'm trying to speak. I noticed yesterday the music, when I watched back the music VOD, or not the music VOD, but the Minecraft stream that I did yesterday, and I noticed that the music was overpowering my voice for the first half until I turned it down. That's why I got this Rodecaster, by the way, so I can adjust this. Foreman Gaming, but now he's been replaced by RMG Ram Man Gaming. Well, I couldn't find a modern Ford F350 mod to do this stream in. And this mod is actually pretty good. There's a lot of customization to it. So, I'll show you guys that later, but right now I want to get a delivery going. We are up here in Tacoma. And yeah, that's a good run. I literally just did that. I literally did a run up to Port Angeles with my buddy Voltage not too long ago, but screw it. We may as well do another one because I can't find any other shorter runs. Well, actually, I do have a trick up my sleeve. I can just do that. I can just do the G time reset command to get us back to 7 a.m. the next day, and hopefully we'll have some better deliveries here. So we have the same Port Angeles one, but then we also have one that goes down to the Dalles. That one sounds more interesting. Instead of going up to Port Angeles. So let's do that. And look at that, we're already here. We're already at this delivery point. So hopefully everybody is having a wonderful, wonderful day so far. Happy Thursday to everybody. This stream is also mainly like a test stream to see how well things would go with doing those trucking streams on Thursdays. Because if you guys remember, last year I was doing a series called Truckin' Tuesday/Thursday. But that stream didn't really last too long, primarily because of the fact that there was no I couldn't keep that schedule going because I was so heavily invested into 5M at that time. But now that I've left the 5M platform, I have plenty of time to do. I have plenty of time to. I have plenty of time to set aside to do these American Truck streams, so I can do Truckin' Thursday. I might actually call it Truckin' Tuesday for this new edition, like Truckin' Tuesday 2024. I think that would be good. So Truckin' Tuesday 2024. I think what we'll do is we'll premiere that on Tuesday next week, because it's already Thursday. This is mainly just a test stream to make sure everything is running well. Or I could call it Transport Tuesday, because I've been playing a lot of, I reinstalled Train Sim World 3 onto my solid state drive to test that out with my computer, and that actually runs really well with this computer.
Okay,
I mean,
here we go.
I mean, I shouldn't have expected anything less. I shouldn't have expected anything less in terms of performance out of this rig, because that Ryzen 7 5800X, that really makes a huge difference when it comes to game performance, to be honest with you. That really does make a difference, and I was surprised at just how much of a difference that processor made for the money. Now, I did check the pricing on it. It did go up in price a little bit, but it's still perfectly reasonable. In fact, if I wanted to do an upgrade to the processor here at the end of this year, I'm going to turn this down a little bit. If I wanted to do a processor upgrade, I would probably upgrade myself to the 5800X 3D or the 5900X. More than likely the 5800X 3D, because the reason for that is the 5800X 3D has AMD's 3D V-Cache on board, and that will help improve frame rates as well. That might be something I'll look into for that might be something for me to look into when I get like a job or something, to get a 5800X and then get a nice that 4060 Ti I've been looking at getting. But I'm finally glad I got these computer upgrades done, just because of the fact that this computer, I really needed these PC upgrades. You guys can probably see it on the stream here. We're getting a solid 60 frames per second. No issues whatsoever. This computer is just so quick. And I set it up to where it automatically logs me in. I figured out what that issue was. If you guys remember, on my old PC, I was having an issue where I tried setting up that computer in the same way to where it would auto log me into my user account that I made here, because it just saved me time. I could just turn it on and it will be ready to go for me once I get everything. While I'm downstairs, it'll be ready to go by the time I get my morning stuff sorted out, like getting the cats fed and getting my morning snacks and all that. By the time I'm finished with all that, this computer is booted up, signed in, ready to go. I don't have to put in a passcode or anything. It wasn't working on the Windows 10 machine that I still have behind me that I need to reset. It went a flight, and then I realized the reason why it wasn't working was because I was inputting the wrong password for it. So that's why it wouldn't auto sign me in. It's because it was giving me a wrong password. I gave Windows the wrong password, so it was trying to use that wrong password to sign me in. And I realized this because I tried doing the same thing on my Windows 11 machine, same issue. And then I realized I was putting in the wrong password, put in the correct password, and then I turned it on this morning. Everything ran very smooth. Everything It signed in perfectly fine. It just ran really well. How are we on fuel? Hold on. How are we on fuel? Oh, diesel. We have 82. Okay, here. We have plenty of time. We could afford to make a quick pit stop here and refuel our truck here. Here, I'm gonna turn up my. I'm gonna turn up the enable voice navigation. Where's the voice navigation? Voice navigation volume. Let me put that up to 100.
Go straight on.
There we go. Now it sounds good for me.
Finding new route. Please make a U-turn when possible.
So now we just gotta wait for this light, which automatically changed. So we can afford this pit stop here to refuel our truck here.
Oh, let's find a new route. Make a U-turn.
No, I'm not making a U-turn. Okay, where's our fuel stop? Oh, here we go, right here. Oh, we're going the wrong way. Easy fix. Good thing we're in this pickup truck so we can make easier turns. But yeah, hopefully everybody is having a wonderful day so far. I've been having a pretty good day ever since I cut 5M. Ever since I made that decision to first take a step back away from 5M, and then this morning to make the decision to just leave the 5M platform entirely. Everything's been running really well. And what up, Fexo? Sorry if I butchered that name, but regardless, how are you doing? Listen to this. You hear those sound effects? That's from the Sound Fixes pack. Yeah, that was from the Sound Fixes pack right there. That was cool. Doing amazing, honestly. How about yourself? Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. Figured I'd come on, do some American Truck Sim here. Figured I'd hop on, do a little American Truck Sim stream for you guys. Because now that I'm not playing 5M anymore, I have time to do more variety of streams here on the YouTube channel and over on Twitch too. But yeah, I'm very happy that I made the decision to just remove the 5M stuff completely out of my life. It's just something I really wasn't having that much fun with anymore. So we have a full tank of fuel. I wanted to top off on that. All right, what's our range like now? 366 miles? Perfect. How's the game volume, guys? Is the game volume too loud, too low? Music too loud, too low? Let me know. I can make adjustments on the fly. Alright, perfect. 70 miles an hour. Everything's good? Alright, that's good to hear. I didn't know if my microphone was too loud, too low either. It shouldn't be too low. I have it up pretty high in I have a pretty high on my Rodecaster. Along in OBS, we're reading negative 15 dBs. It looks like we're in the yellow when it. Most of the time when I'm speaking, we're in the yellow with that. But I like to keep the game volume and stuff in the green because I want the video. I want my microphone to be louder than everything else, so that way you guys can hear me.
Keep right, and then exit right.
Yeah, I'm gonna slow down just a little bit. How fast do we need to be going through this? Yeah, that's fine. We'll slow down to about 45. We're accelerating and I'm not even giving it throttle. What the hell?
Keep left.
Let me just slow it down to about 60. There we go. Hopefully the stream is looking good too. We're streaming at 1080p 60 frames per second at about 8,000 kilobits per second for the bitrate. I can boost it up here on YouTube because YouTube doesn't have a bitrate limit for normal channels, whereas Twitch does.
Keep right, and then exit right.
Exit 35 miles an hour. Also, something I've been. Well, if I'm about to go to sleep, just wanted to tune in. Hope you had a great stream, man. Yeah, well, thank you, Fexo. And hopefully you have a good night's rest as well. Getting sleep is very important. Helps you get re-energized and stuff. Take it from me. But yeah, thanks for stopping by. Hopefully I'll see you more here in the future. Definitely will. Yep, catch you later then. Also, something else I've actually done since the last time I did like an actual stream here. It was actually yesterday that I did the first stream with this setup. I have moved my my monitors setup. So I have three 27-inch LG 1080p monitors. I have moved those from the HDMI cables that I was using over to those DisplayPort cables that I got about a year or two ago. And the reason I did that is because I had gotten those about a year or so prior when I was running on my older rig because these monitors had DisplayPort and my graphics card has 3 DisplayPorts. So I wanted to switch over to those DisplayPorts and make use of those DisplayPorts because that's the whole reason I got these monitors as well. Not only because they're bigger screens, but they also had those DisplayPorts, which is a newer technology. It's just a general newer technology than HDMI because HDMI has been around quite a while. I mean, you could argue DisplayPort's been around a while, but HDMI has been around longer. And nowadays, for computers, DisplayPort just has that much better of... DisplayPort has just been... It's just a newer technology. I wanted to get on that newer technology because nowadays... And it's been this way for quite a couple years as well with GPUs. Graphics cards... Yeah, graphics cards will only have one HDMI port, whereas they also have 3 DisplayPorts. So I wanted to get myself onto the DisplayPort bandwagon. Sorry. So I got a couple DisplayPort cables. I got 3 of them. I ran into a little hiccup with the older system where those DisplayPort cables were giving me choppy audio, like lots of choppy audio. No matter what I did, it was just giving me a lot of choppy audio. And I was wondering what it was because I never got those on the HDMI cables. So it was something with those DisplayPort cables. At least that's what I thought. Just recently, I decided, hey, I'm on the new system. I may as well try those DisplayPort cables again and see if I get that same audio glitchiness. And I plugged them in. I replaced I unplugged all those HDMI cables, and then I plugged in the DisplayPort cables. I perfectly can bypass that way station. So I replaced all the HDMI cables with these DisplayPort cables I got about a year ago, and I booted up the computer, checked everything, was working fine, and to my surprise, it wasn't the DisplayPort cables causing the audio glitchiness, because I'm running on those DisplayPort cables right now, no audio cutouts whatsoever. I mean, it kind of does cut out every once in a while, but the audio immediately comes back. So, but yeah, the audio cutouts were actually caused by my other system. I think it was just the processor just wasn't able to handle those DisplayPort cables in terms of audio. And keep in mind, when I was first testing out those DisplayPort cables, that was before I got this Rodecaster that I'm using right now. So I was relying on my computer to do the audio, send it out over USB to my headphones that I was using at the time. So yeah, that's the story of how I figured out what the audio glitchiness stuff was on those DisplayPort cables. I've been running on those DisplayPort cables since I plugged them into this computer, and I've had very minimal issues. It's been very smooth. In fact, when I plugged in these cables, they defaulted my monitor's refresh rate to 75 hertz, which for if YouTube allowed for 75 frames per second video, then I could stream at 75 frames per second. But they don't allow anything higher than 60 frames per second for videos. So I dropped my resolution, I dropped my refresh rate down to 60 hertz, and honestly, that's just what I'm used to. And my dad is texting me. I'll have to get back to him. Actually, I'll get back to him now. He's probably expecting a response immediately. So yeah, that's the story of how I figured out what was causing the audio glitchiness on there. And I'm glad it's not an issue with those cables, because those cables, I got some very high quality cables. I believe they're from Cable Matters, which is the same company that makes the XLR cables that I'm using for my pod mic, which I'm not really using that pod mic anymore, because now that I got this headset, it just makes more sense for me to use the headset for all this stuff. Because if you guys remember, I used to use a headset with a microphone attached to it on the side. Now, you're probably saying, why are you going back to this headset mic? I mean, yes, you might be able to tell it does sound like a headset mic. There's really not much I can do. About the audio side of things. Well, actually, there is a bunch I can do to it to make it sound good. Which I'm actually doing a lot of audio processing on my Rodecaster Pro 2 for this Audio-Technica microphone that's on these headphones. Which, I will admit, these headphones are fantastic. I love them. The headset mic, I probably still need to do some work on it, but the microphone itself for now, I've got it to a point where it doesn't really sound like a headset mic. But I mean, you could probably still say, hey, it is a headset mic, so there's really not much you can do about it. But with the Rodecaster, I can do whatever audio adjustments I need to make. I can make whatever adjustments I need to make for audio to get this thing to sound great. All right. Sorry, I had to reply back to my dad yet again. So yeah, that is So yeah, that is essentially what's been going on with the audio setup as well. Like I said earlier, my next move, I've been all over the place on what my next move is going to be. I think what I want to do is get my I think what I would like to do right now is get that graphics card. I want that's like my real next move. I want to get a better graphics card so that way I have more VRAM for any graphically intensive games I get. But I think for 1080p, 8 or 12 gigs might be enough. Which graphics card? I can actually show you guys. Let me pull it up. Amazon. I actually have 2 GPUs on my list. Because I was looking at let me turn off this display capture real quick. All right, let me just do this. Let me just zoom it in so you don't actually see anything from my anything that reveals like where I live and stuff. Don't want to dox myself. But anyways, these are the 2 GPUs I was looking at right here for those of you guys who are interested in what kind of graphics cards I'm looking at. I'm looking at something that has, maybe I'll find something that's got 12 gigs of VRAM, because honestly, I don't think I would really need or make use of 16 gigabytes, a 16 gig card. But those are the 2 cards I was looking at right now. 4060 Ti, 16 gigabyte, or I was looking at an AMD RX 7800 XT to pair with my AMD processor. I think both of those, on one hand, I'll be sticking to NVIDIA and specifically the Zotac company because that's what my current GPU is. But at the same time, I feel like pairing my Ryzen 7 5800X with an AMD GPU as well will also help with performance a lot more as well. But either way, it'll be an upgrade. I'm still jumping up to 16 gigs of memory. But yeah, those are the graphics cards I was looking at getting. I still have to decide between the 2. Because right now, I'm still leaning more towards the NVIDIA card because that's just what I'm used to. But maybe something like an AMD card will probably work better for compatibility with this AMD processor, and they'll be able to work together more better, if that makes sense. All right, let's find another delivery. Oh, we could go up to Coeur d'Alene with some lumber. Yeah, that's a good run. Let's do that. We'll go up to Coeur d'Alene, and then we'll
Drive safe.
go to Coeur d'Alene for our next run, and then we'll and then I want to switch over to the car transport trailer so we can do some car transportation. Because I'm not gonna lie to you guys, the there's also a car trailer that comes with this. So this is the Ram truck. It's made by John Bruda, but people have uploaded it for free. It's typically a paid mod, but people have uploaded it for free. And the trailer also comes with the mod. There's also a car transport trailer that I want to get, that I want to switch to later on. So that way we can transport some cars. But I gotta say, having just the regular old flatbed gooseneck trailer, I feel like that has the more interesting cargo, because there's various cargoes that you can transport with the with this trailer. So you can transport, as you saw there, we were transporting, we could transport lumber, and then we also had the other thing that we transported as well. All right, let me make sure that no vehicles are coming. Perfect. But yeah, there's all sorts of things we could transport.
Turn right.
But yeah, if you guys are just joining and just now tuning in, welcome. Thanks for checking out the live stream. We are here on American Truck Sim doing some Hotshot trucking. If you guys don't know what that is, it's basically you're using a pickup truck to do deliveries instead of a full-on semi-truck and trailer. And this is something I've really been interested in. I've been really into using this mod lately. So I figured, why not come on air, go live, and bring you guys along for the ride, because we actually have not done a Hotshot trucking stream on YouTube yet. I've been mostly doing this over on Twitch, but considering I haven't really had time to really do many streams here on YouTube, because I've been doing a lot of my, when I was back with 5M, I was mostly doing police streams and stuff, and I was doing a lot of those streams over on Twitch. Sometimes I do them here on YouTube, but now that I've given myself some more time to now that I've essentially given myself more time to do some
Time to hit the road.
to do more streams, like like a more variety of game streams. I've decided that I'll start doing a couple streams a week here on both YouTube, and then a couple streams over on Twitch. I've already done a few streams over on Twitch this week.
Get ready to turn left.
So yeah, but yeah, I feel like me just
Turn left.
sticking to games I really enjoy, like I was saying earlier, sticking to games I personally enjoy is going to be, it's just a better choice overall.
Get ready to turn left.
I'm surprised lumber only weighs 1,000 pounds, like 2,000 pounds. All right. Are there any cars coming? Nope. Let's go. But yeah, now that I have more time to do that, to do these types of streams for you guys, it'll make it more worth it for me to actually do these streams a week. Now, obviously, on YouTube, the streams that I do during the week, those are going to probably be starting around 1 p.m. Anywhere from 1 to 2 p.m. Sometimes as early as as 12:30 or 12:45. However, your best bet on the streams will be for them to start at around 1:30, anywhere from 1:30 to 2 o'clock.
Right.
Because, because I'm Pacific time, it's a lot easier. It's a lot
Ready to turn
hard. It's a lot easier. It's more difficult for me to plan out like streams to where people can actually watch from both time zones.
turn right.
Like, say if I lived and grew up in Hawaii, that really wouldn't be an issue because of the Hawaiian time zones. Because of the way the Hawaiian time zones work. I could do an afternoon stream, like an early afternoon stream, if I lived in Hawaii, and I would have been able, and then people from the mainland United States would have been able to watch no problem. And then when I'm finished with that stream, I would have the afternoon to do whatever. But either way, I feel like being able to start at anywhere from noon to 1 p.m. is a decent starting time. So that way I can stream for a couple hours, anywhere from 2 to 3 hours, and then have the rest of that time to just chill out and, enjoy not having to worry about being a part of any scenes on 5M because I won't be on that platform. I still have it installed currently. I was on earlier. I was looking to see what the free roam servers look like RSM free roam and Impulse 99. Those were those used to be two great free roam servers. Those used to be great free roam servers, but now that they've had to remove their real world add-on vehicles, it just isn't as fun anymore. I got a lot of my fun out of 5M from those real world vehicles being there, but now because of a new policy that says servers have to remove any real world vehicles that are in their servers, it's just not really that fun anymore. Hello, Mr. Dwayne. But yeah, that's one of the big reasons why it's just easier for me to leave the 5M platform, simply because the real world vehicles, they're no longer going to be a thing in all 5M servers, and that just takes the fun away from me. But that's beside the point. The fact of the matter is, 5M is kind of going off the deep end, essentially, is what I'm trying to say here with all of this. Especially now that Rockstar essentially owns 5M. It's just easier for me to stick to the games I actually enjoy and get more games that I'm actually interested in, instead of playing something that I really don't have as much interest in anymore, let alone have fun in. Like, hey, Minecraft is a great game. Minecraft, especially with Dwayne's Exploration Plus mod pack, is quite interesting. American Truck Sim with this Hotshot trucking mod, I find that interesting. Euro Truck Simulator 2 with Truckers MP, I find that interesting. It's just, whatever I find interesting, I am going to play. And if I don't find something interesting, or I find it interesting, but I lose interest in that over time, it just doesn't make sense.
Keep right, and then exit right.
It just doesn't make sense for me to continue playing something that I don't feel interested in. And along with that, not only that, when I do end up getting a dedicated solid state drive for my games, I'll be able to have a bunch more games installed. Like, actually, what I could do is get a 4 terabyte of my WD black drive. Unless some cool Amazing 10 thing comes out on 5M, or I go troll on some servers, I won't play it. Yeah, I'm essentially the same way. Unless something cool comes out there, or I feel like trolling on servers just to get banned from them, I'm not gonna play it either. So I'm literally on the same boat. I'm literally in the same boat as you. They're doing. I could care less about 5M because it's basically going off the deep end at this point. I want to get past this truck just in case I need to stop at this way station. Perfect. We do need to go into the way station. Is this truck having to go in with me?
Finding new routes.
Nope. Looks like that truck will be able to bypass it. But yeah, I get more enjoyment out of actual games than I'm really interested in. Not some 5M. I'm not getting that interested in 5M these days. I got a ping on the Discord server. I need to look at that. Oh, it's from Coachella. It's for their Artist of the Day.
Keep left.
All right. And just like that, we're back up to 70 miles an hour, which is the speed limit for cars. But I'm going to slow down. I'm going to stay behind this truck because if you look at our GPS, we're going to need to take the exit here
Keep
soon.
right. And then exit right.
Oh, they're keeping left. They're keeping left. Yeah, it's Coachella. We got a lot of big music festivals coming up. We got EDC Mexico coming up here in March. And then we also got Ultra Miami in March. So my speakers, March is always the time where I'm really getting my speakers really back in like workout mode because that's the time when a lot of the major music festivals happen. March is usually when a lot of the major music festivals start happening again. And then, oh yeah, Lost Lands, that's going to be fun to watch with my audio setup because now that I got those adapters to plug into my Rodecaster, I've plugged my speakers into the Rodecaster, and then I can just set it up to where only I can set things up in the routing to where the only thing that I hear in the monitor output
Keep left.
is the audio from my web browser, which in turn will be the audio for the music festival streams.
And then exit right.
I know Lost Lands is like stupid expensive. That's not a festival I would be going into anytime soon. Like heck, I saw the Beyond Wonderland lineup recently, and I'm not gonna lie, compared to last year's, it's just not really that interesting. There's really not many people
Keep left.
that are interesting on it. I am going for free. Yeah, interesting. But yeah, the Beyond Wonderland lineup, really not that interesting. In fact, there's really not many people that I'm really interested in seeing. There's only like a few major people that I would be interested in, but even then, I'm not going to look into it. Gonna ask a friend for guest list to go to Lost Lands. Nice. Hey, we can bypass the way station. Yay. Yeah, here, actually, since we're cruising, since we're at cruise control, let me bring up the online up here so you can see it. It looks... It just doesn't really look that interesting. Oh, wait, no, that's front gate tickets. Here we go. No, I don't want to receive updates. Line up. Open image in new tab. Here you go. Here's what the lineup looks like currently. Really not many peeps that are too interesting here. I mean, yeah, Sullivan King, that's going to be a hell of a show. He's on the level of Timmy Trumpet. But really not as many other interesting peeps on there. Oh my god, another Discord ping? Man, who is pinging me left and right? Oh, it's this. Yeah, but yeah, we are currently, if you guys are curious what we're hauling right now, we are hauling some lumber up to Coeur d'Alene up in Idaho from the Dells in Oregon. And then after that, we're going to switch over to the car transport trailer because I want to do a couple car transport stuff. And what up, John Notaro? Sorry if I butchered your last name there, but welcome in, John. How you doing? Maybe later today I'll stream some Train Sim World. And we'll do some like Train Sim routes because Train Sim World. I was doing some testing with Train Sim World earlier and it runs really well on my machine. And now that I'm not really playing 5M anymore, I'm getting more performance because I don't have Metal set to run on computer startup because I really don't need it anymore. The only reason I was using Metal in the first place was for any situations I needed to clip on 5M for staff reports. What am I playing? This is American Truck Simulator. Though it really doesn't look like American Truck Sim because we're in a pickup truck. I assure you, it's still trucking. Oh, perfect. We can go up to 70 miles an hour. Okay, thanks. Yeah, no problem. Also, if you guys didn't notice, on yesterday's stream and in today's stream, whoa. Oh my goodness. But yeah, if you guys didn't notice on yesterday's stream and today's stream, I actually made the little watermark thing smaller. So that way it's A, not as big, and B, it's more in line with what the actual TV broadcasts watermark sizes are. Because the average TV watermark size is really not that big. I mean, it's gonna look bigger if you're watching it on like a big TV, but I figured the watermark sizing and placement that I had before was a little bit too big. So I decided to change the sizing of it not too long ago. It's the same size as the watermark placement that I used for the Live Leo watermark, which is now no longer going to be in use. I've already removed it from my I've already removed it from OBS because I'm never using that again. Sorry, I just had to message somebody real quick. But yeah, I just made the watermark a little bit smaller so that way it's kind of more in line with how things look in the real world with on real television networks.
Keep left.
I should probably look into figuring out how to get a to get the live chat going so I can put that up on stream as well. Yeah, maybe what I'll do is I'll put the live chat. I'll have to find like a program or something that can put something like what Chatty does for Twitch. And put that. Hey, what up, Fire? Okay, Fire, can you not spam my chat, please? Thank you. I understand spamming is what you like doing, but can you not do that on my can you not do that in my stream chat?
Keep left.
But yeah, I'll need to find a program or something that I will keep doing it. Well, if you don't, I'll have Dwayne time me out. Also, what am I driving? It's a Ram 3500 pickup truck. I'm doing what's called Hotshot trucking here in the United States, where instead of using a semi-truck, you use a pickup truck and trailer to do trucking deliveries. Yeah, somebody made a mod for it last year, and I didn't know it was uploaded for free because it was normally a paid American Truck Sim mod. And I didn't know that somebody put it up for free last year. So, and amazingly, it works fine on the current version of American Truck Sim. So I downloaded it, got it installed, and it works surprisingly well, to be honest. It's getting me back. It's really getting me back into. It's really getting me back into trucking again. Like I'm not gonna lie to you. This is single-handedly getting me back into doing trucking. Don't tell me you put an air horn on it. Well,
keep left.
I did not actually. Okay, apparently it does have an air horn, but this is the normal horn. Sounds like a regular car horn. But apparently it does have an air horn. Let me see outside of it. I'll show you that here in a second. We're getting close to the delivery point, and it's too dark for you to be able to see it. So I'll change the time of day once we're done with this delivery, so you can see it in all its glory.
Exit right. Exit right. Keep right, and then continue straight on. Go straight on.
Oh wait, crap! We gotta go straight on.
Keep left, then turn left.
Well, actually, it might be light enough here for me to be able to show this
Turn
truck
left.
to you. Yeah, it is. Here we go. Here, let me move it forward a little bit. There, you can kind of see it, but again, I'll show it to you again when I finish this delivery. What we call that, Jake brakes? Yeah, well, this is a pickup truck. Pickup trucks don't have like Jake brakes. I mean, they do have exhaust brakes, but I believe that's different from a Jake brake. And plus, especially with this kind of truck, you really don't need an exhaust brake unless you're hauling something extremely heavy. But yeah, these diesel trucks, these diesel pickup trucks, they do have exhaust brakes because they're diesel. Yeah, my cousin does heavy loads with his.
Keep right.
Yeah, I was talking to my buddy Voltage here, and we were kind of talking about this because he was playing. We were doing a convoy session. I think it was like over the weekend. I got him to download this mod so we could try it out, so he could try it out too. And he was saying that a lot of the this Ram 3500 truck is the go-to pickup truck for Hotshot truckers because of the payload capacity and the towing capacity. It's like it's best in class for all of that. It's the best truck for Hotshot trucking, because there were some people that my buddy Voltage had talked to. They said they were originally looking into like maybe like a Ford F-350 or like a Chevy pickup truck, but then when they saw just how good these Ram trucks were, they ended up getting a Ram instead, because these Ram trucks are that much better for hauling.
Here we are, safe and sound.
Now, let me shut those lights off. Here, instead of starting at 7 a.m. now, we'll start at 8 a.m. so you can see the outside of the truck. So here is here's what the truck looks like right there. That's what the truck looks like. All right, let's go to our garage manager. Where did I put the actually? Yeah, similar to your cousins. Yeah. Where's the car hauler at? Oh, it's sitting over there in Wenatchee. Let's move it over to our Coeur d'Alene garage. And then we'll teleport to our Coeur d'Alene garage. Yeah, there's trucks like that with sleepers on them. Yeah, I would imagine. Some of these trucks would have sleepers on them. Because especially if you're doing that hotshot trucking, and if you're doing the hotshot trucking and you're doing like a longer run, you're gonna need to have that sleeper, so that way you can actually stop and take like rest areas. Swap, yes. Perfect. So now we're gonna do some runs with the car hauler. So let's find ourselves a delivery. Coeur d'Alene. What customizations does it have? Oh, you can do a ton to this truck. In fact, let's access the mod dealer real quick. So here's how the truck comes from stock. You can see it comes in like a nice white color. But you can also you can't do anything about the cabin, but you can do stuff about the chassis. So you have a 3500 dually configuration, or you could go with a standard single rear wheel configuration. One engine, there's different gearing ratios for different types of cargo. Like if I was running normal cargo, I would go with this differential one. But we'll stick to... Yeah, it looks dumb. Yeah, it doesn't look that interesting with that. But wait till I get to the But we'll just go with that one. Interior, you have two different interior colors. You have the regular or limited blue. I like the regular color. I like the regular darker colors. And then you have decals they can put on this. And you have different liveries they can put on it. They have all sorts of different decals you can put on it. Like you can put the Power Wagon. Oh yeah, this one could be like Cummins Incorporated. Hemi. More of that. And then there's the Ram. You have that. You have Fall Guy. Yeah, you have all of that. But I'm going to keep it on the standard white. Because... there are different wheels. There are different wheels you can put on this too. So you can have... So you can have different Ram. So you can have Type 1 wheels, which I will say, the regular wheels on this truck do look a little funky. I like the dually. The dually design just looks that much better, but there is a lot more different customization that you can put on here. Yeah, I remember that. But yeah, that's really all the customization you can do with that. So now that you've seen the truck, now that you guys have seen what kind of customization options there are on the truck, we're going to start at 7 a.m. And we are going to find a delivery out of here. We can go down to Salem, Idaho. Salem, Oregon. That's basically the same route we just took. So we'll take these cars down to Salem, Idaho.
Time to get the job done.
So we'll get the yeah, that's pretty cool, fire. Yeah, that just goes to show just how capable these pickup trucks are.
Turn right.
These pickup trucks have a lot of power behind them and a lot of torque, and their chassis are really made for heavier cargo,
Turn right.
heavier cargo hauls as well. So these
Turn right.
So you can really see why these Ram 3500s are preferred over like a Ford or a Chevy
Get ready to turn left.
for people who do hotshot trucking.
Turn left.
People who do hotshot trucking. Which it makes sense why there's this mod as a pickup truck mod, like a hotshot trucking pickup truck mod, and not something like a Ford or a Ram. If you guys remember, quite a few years ago over on Twitch, we did actually use a 1986 Ford F-350 for hotshot trucking, but this truck just blows that out of the water. Maybe we got to go be back later, maybe. All right.
Keep right, and then turn right.
This will probably be the last run, depending on how long it takes. Maybe we'll do one more, because at most we're gonna be on until about at most we'll probably be on until about 2:30. So that way I can go grab something to snack on, maybe have like popcorn and stuff. But maybe we'll come back. But maybe we'll come back a little bit later. And we'll do some like train sim. We'll be a train conductor. Because I do want to do some train sim world stuff on stream as well. Because we did stream it once before, but we were doing like the longer runs for Train Sim World 2. I feel like if we do shorter runs on Train Sim World, we'll be able to do more of them in one stream. We'll do like the shorter runs. Okay, press the following key to view the job offer. Oh wait, no, crap. I did not want external contracts. There. Cargo market. Get 330 miles, 6 hours, 3 minutes. We'll go pick up these cars, we'll transport them, and then we'll wrap things up. And then I'll schedule a stream for about 5:30 Pacific where we do some Train Sim World 3. We are not going to skip loading the trailer because we can reverse into it. Part of me wishes there were more trailers that are available for this thing. I don't know. I'll have to see if there's like something I can maybe do for audio wise here, so that way I can have the audio at a specific level for you guys, but then have it at a completely different level for me.
Let's go.
I don't know. Maybe that's something I could look into at some point or another. Alright, looks like we'll be able to hit the highway fairly quick here. We'll cruise at 50. We'll come into town at about 50 miles an hour because we're going to be hitting the highway pretty quick here, it looks like.
Turn left.
Oh, here we go. Easy.
Keep right, and then turn right. Turn right.
Alright, let's just turn right on red, because I want to get on this highway pretty quick.
Keep left.
Alright, we're cruising at our cruising speed of 65 miles an hour. So yeah, like I said, guys, this is going to be our last delivery for the stream here, because I want to go make popcorn, watch YouTube, do all that stuff, maybe play a little Train Sim World 2, do some of the shorter routes with the different American trains, because the American trains are really what I'm interested in. Just like with American Truck Sim, getting more interested in American Truck Sim than Euro Truck Sim 2 because of the this Hotshot trucking mod. The same thing applies to Train Sim World. I've been playing ever since I tested out Train Sim World on this new computer, this new PC build. I've noticed that the build there has the game there run not only does it run really well, but I'm kind of getting into doing some of the train routes. And I'm kind of also figuring out what controls there are on keyboard for the locomotive. Maybe I could set it up and set it on not Train Sim World, but on like my controller. I could probably set up like a keybind system for the controller. I need to also look into maybe like a train sim. I need to look into a train sim controller thingy, just like I have like a steering wheel for my thing. I could probably set up a Train Sim World conductor thingy to find one of those, get one of those, and go from there. In fact, let me just look at those real quick. Let me just look and see if I can find one. Let me just look. Train sim controller. Let me just look and see what I can find. Oh yeah, there's a rail driver. Yeah, this could be something for me to get. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, this works for this. So let me look at this. Yeah, I found one. I'll have to check it out a little bit later. You know, I might actually just wrap things up here, and we'll I'm actually, yeah, you know what? Let's just wrap things up here. I want to go make popcorn. Well, we'll come back later. We'll finish off this delivery, because right now I want to go make popcorn and watch YouTube for a little bit. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching here. Maybe we'll bring back Truckin' Tuesday here and go from there. But yeah, thanks for watching. See you guys next time.